the hell are you wearing?
Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, God. Hi, and welcome to Fave 5 from Fans, the podcast about all things favorite. I am the only host of this show, Jamie Ray, and I don't have a co-host to the show, no matter what you may have seen on the internet, and that person is definitely not Jeffrey Corbello.
Hey, Jamie.
Welcome back to the Plastic Microphone Studio. This killed me. Jeff shows up to the Plastic Microphone Studio, comes in, and this is what he's wearing. With cupcakes. Uh-huh. With cupcakes, I will say that. There was no strawberry champagne, but still, there was cupcakes.
Right.
And this shirt.
I found it somewhere, and I was like, this is an appropriate shirt, because I'm the...
Yeah, there's a bunch of words I can use for you. I will say, I love it. That's awesome. You can wear that every time you come on the show.
Okay.
Of course, I'm never asking you back.
No, I get it.
But, yeah, you know.
Okay, so when I'm out and about with this shirt, and somebody says the co-host of what do I tell them?
Nothing. You say, I'm the co-host of nothing. My wife made me this shirt because I don't have friends.
I think I'm okay with not coming back.
You are more than welcome to say you're a co-host.
I can put extra letters on here that says the.
Yeah, you can. You didn't put a little dash between it. You know?
The co-host.
The one. And scratch out the co.
No, you're the host.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, where were we?
The Plastic Microphone Studio.
That's right. And today we are going to be talking about a subject that is near and dear to our ears.
Right.
What is that?
Fictional bands.
Correct.
Right.
And so what does that mean?
Bands that are not real.
Okay. They can come from...
Movies, TV shows. Mm-hmm. I'm going through my list real quick. I think it's just movies and TVs that I have.
Okay.
There's one that I don't know if it fits on the list.
Is it an honorable mention?
Yes.
Then it's okay.
Yeah.
So it comes from somewhere, and it's not actually a group that goes together and performs. It is real people. Hopefully we're not talking about AI-generated bands. I mean, we can talk about the avatars if you want to.
What is that?
So that is like last year, the remaining members of ABBA, okay, the Swedish group, went on tour. But instead of them, it was them singing. They had, 20-foot tall 3D digital avatars.
Awesome.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
That sounds awesome.
So yeah, and of course it was their looks from like the 70s.
Well, yeah, of course.
So, but we don't have any of those. We just have actual real. Oh, God.
It's
okay. No, I'm not even.
It's an honorable mention.
And
I'm telling you up front.
Yes, you are.
That it probably doesn't fit.
That's what she said. So I am going to.
You are in a mood. You are in a mood today, sir. All right.
So what are honorable mentions? Well, honorable mentions are just like what Jeff was saying, things that don't necessarily fit into your list for one reason or another. You couldn't make it one of the 5, or which may this come in right here, it was so memorable that you have to bring it up.
No,
that's what it's for.
Okay.
Yours doesn't have to be that way. But I'm just saying, you could be that way.
Also, sometimes it's something that's so bad you just had to talk about it.
Exactly.
I've seen those on your show before, too.
There you go.
I watch.
So, as we do, we ask our guests to come up with their 5 favorite of these things.
Okay.
Hence, that's the name of the show.
That's the name of the show.
Fave 5.
Got it.
And then they can have honorable mentions. And they are supposed to have 2 honorable mentions. And I will tell you, Jeffrey is really good about following the rules.
I am.
He never has more than 2. He's just a wonderful follower, and that's all he's going to do today is 2. So,
That's just me scratching one off my list. Then.
all right, buddy. Well, let's get started. What are your however many honorable mentions?
I only have 3.
Okay.
And I'll start with one that is my really weird one.
Okay.
I'm going to start with the Gorillaz.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if it fits the list because there are real people that play in the band.
Right.
And they are a band and they perform and all that.
Yeah.
But the fictional part are the characters, Murdoch and Tootie and all
Right.
them.
The same could be said for, say, Guar. They're fictional people.
Oh, no, they're not.
Well.
They are real aliens, sir.
Okay. Right. Sorry. Okay, but yeah, because I've seen all their videos are like cartoons or digital animated, stuff like that. What about when they go on tour?
So when they go on tour, from what I understand, there's like the band will play, but there's a backdrop, so you only see the silhouettes, and they have screens of the characters.
So they're ugly, is what we're learning here. They're like horribly misfigured in a chemical fire or something.
But yeah, I have no proof.
That's what I'm getting out of the whole thing.
And it may be let Del the Funky Homo Sapien know that he is horribly scarred.
Hey, I don't have anything against Homo sapiens.
That's fine.
I'm an ally.
That's right. That's who does it. That's who raps for him is Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
I'm sure he is.
He's super talented.
Serious.
I have his albums that aren't Gorillaz.
I bet you do.
I do.
All right.
So yeah, I started them off first because
it's a great place to put them in the honorable mentions.
Okay.
I actually would have said that no, they're a real band.
And that's
because
why
it's a performance band. But I totally get why you put it in there, and that was a good choice.
So there you go. Yeah. My fun fact for
yay, fun facts!
I have one for all of them.
So awesome.
I did not realize this until I started researching for the show that it was Murdoch that started the band.
The Homo sapien?
No. Del the Funky Homo Sapien is the actual performer.
Oh, I thought that was his like stage name.
No. Murdoch is the character is the one that started the band. In the Gorilla universe. Gorillaverse?
Gorillaverse?
I'm going with Gorillaverse.
Did he come from a planet of said apes?
Of gorillas. Gorillas are not apes.
Actually, though, gorillas did live on the planet of the apes.
Oh.
Yeah, because like General Urko was
the big dude?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen those.
There you go. Okay, great choice.
So, that's my first honorable mention.
All right. I'll look away.
The next one I put on my list, and I put it as an honorable mention, not because I didn't really like them, whatever, but because they might show up in future episodes.
Okay.
So my second honorable mention is Drive Shaft from Lost. Yeah.
We are both. Now, you're probably finished, though.
I've waited.
Okay, yeah.
Because I was like, I'm going to save those last 10 episodes right before...
We're on Season 5, Episode 15.
Okay, so you're getting pretty close.
So we're getting really close.
Gotcha. I'm about halfway through Season 6, and I paused. I was like, look, I'm just going to... Plus the Stanley Cup started, so...
Oh, okay.
I paused it, and I was like, I'm going to save those last few for the very end right before we do our episode.
We do 2 episodes a night when we do them.
All right.
So I'll let you know when we're getting close.
Yeah.
Okay.
That works.
So anyway, Drive Shaft.
Drive Shaft.
Charlie, save the baby, Charlie.
Not Penny's bowed.
No.
So,
which was stupid. Why didn't you just let it fill it with water and then swim out the hole? I'm sorry, that's a whole nother episode, which Jeffrey and I will be recording.
The water pushed him in.
But once it equalized, he could have swum out.
How far up was it, though?
I don't know. It was far enough that they swam down.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
maybe
Brian K. Vaughan.
Maybe he couldn't fit. How big was the hole?
It was a big hole.
Was it?
Yeah, because the thing blew it out.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, I thought this something. I measured it with digital stuff.
Really?
No. Not really. But back to Drive Shaft.
They're not very good.
Oh, but they had that one song that was
You
really
Are Everybody.
Good. You Are Everybody.
Such a stupid phrase. And then the video for it, or was it the video where they're dressed as babies?
But I think that was a commercial.
Was that the commercial?
That was from a commercial.
Yeah, that's when they sold out.
Yeah.
So, but I like the idea of Drive Shaft and this guy who ends up on the island. And he's like, oh, I used to be somebody. Look at me.
And nobody knew who he was.
No.
Yeah. Once he took the Band-Aids off his hands, I just... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No, not really.
Huh.
Anyway.
So,
Okay, Drive Shaft from Lost. I like that.
right. My fun fact for Drive Shaft.
Yay!
They released a live album, live in Jakarta.
Okay.
Not during the show, but in the reality game Find 815 or whatever.
Okay.
They mentioned that Drive Shaft the band released a live album.
Oh,
live
so
in
you're just
Jakarta.
not actually out there to hear it. Okay.
So that's
cool. So there's at least 2 albums.
right.
Okay.
I think there might be a third, but meh.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.
And my final honorable mention, I had to put this one on the list. Again, not very good, but this song gets stuck in my head, and there's people that cause it to get stuck in my head. The band is Footprints on the Moon.
Oh, is that
Go on. Go on. Come on.
with the 6 of them and
What?
Netflix and
No.
Okay, I give up then.
Big Bang Theory.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, the
Friends?
No, the one where they jump through time and one of them's got like a big body like a chimpanzee.
Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy.
Yes.
'Cause
I'm
he
waiting
was on
for
the
that one
moon.
to come out.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you read the comic?
I did not.
Yeah. It's worth skipping.
Oh, why?
I have no problem with weird comics. This is
Out there.
way out there, and it's hard to follow. And you could tell where the show was like, hey, we're going to take some of this comic and make a real thing that makes sense out of it. And then the comic kind of does its own thing.
Okay. So Footprints on the Moon.
Footprints
from
on the Moon,
Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
What is that? I'm not pulling that out of the noggin right now.
Oh, Raj and Howard made a band.
Okay. Okay, I seem to remember this.
Right. Thor and Dr. Jones.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I won't sing it because I can't.
Thank you.
Right. But I'm really hoping that just mentioning this will get it stuck in somebody else's head,
Okay.
and he knows who he is.
Do you want to call him out?
No,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
guest of yours.
Oh, that's okay.
No, he knows.
All right.
So,
All right.
Yeah,
Nelson.
yeah, it's Nelson. But we sing this when we go to troops all the time. You'll just hear a stormtrooper through his echoed helmet, and just.
How does it go?
Nope. That's as much as you get. You can clip that little part and stick it all over YouTube and
No,
TikTok.
you could stick it.
No. So my fun fact?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought that was your fun fact.
No.
Because that was fun.
My fun fact, without wind or rain to erode them away, it is estimated the astronauts' footprints will remain on the surface of the moon for millions of years.
Until the other moon crashes into it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'll mess things up.
That'll mess things up.
So.
But, I mean, let's be honest. They never really went to the moon. So why...
Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go.
You ever see Neil Armstrong punch that guy?
Was it Neil Armstrong or Buzz Aldrin?
Oh, maybe it was Buzz Aldrin.
Because he got mad because people were like, did you really go to the moon?
Did you go to the moon, huh?
So, there's lots of photos of Buzz Aldrin on the moon. Mm-hmm. Do you know how many photos there are of Neil Armstrong on the moon?
One.
And it's like Buzz Aldrin took it. Apparently, it seems like he was very jealous he wasn't number one. So he didn't take a whole lot of photos.
Wow.
But Neil was like, yay, click, click, click.
All right.
So stupid.
I have some honorable mentions.
Great, let's do it.
I have 2 that I want to talk about.
Okay.
The first honorable mention is Kevin Bacon featuring Berza Mikatakatula and the Nowhere Men from the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special.
Got it. Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. I just thought that it was a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. The way that they all... And I don't have a fun fact because they were actually real musicians, all in makeup and stuff. Oh. But I enjoyed it. And if you wait till the very end, you actually get to see Kevin Bacon performing with them.
Nice.
And so, so I threw them in there.
So is the real band the Nowhere Men?
No, the Kevin Bacon. Mm-hmm. Have you seen the Guardians?
Yeah, I saw it once.
So he gets kidnapped and brought.
Okay.
So the Nowhere Men is the band, and the lead singer is Berza Mikatakatola Alaka.
Gotcha. But there's a real band that...
The musicians, the actors,
Got it.
they're all real.
Oh.
They're all
Who
real.
are they?
I don't know. I just said I didn't know.
Oh.
Why do you do that to me?
Because
I threw myself on the sword of the enemies of our and said I didn't, and then you just got to drag me across those rusted nails of justice.
the rusted nails of justice, huh?
My second honorable mention, I'm pretty positive I'm going to get a stamp of approval from you.
Okay.
Because it is Figrin Dawn and the Modal Nodes.
Love them.
From Star Wars A New Hope. Not the with Cy Snoodles,
Okay.
but the 5 guys playing space clarinets.
Yeah.
I think they're so cool. They kind of look like the Space Beatles, you know, because
when they were on Ed Sullivan, they do look like that.
Exactly. So
I never made that connection.
yeah. And if you think about it, Pete Best, who was actually a Beatle before Ringo,
Okay.
that would make 5 of them.
There you go.
There you go. Fun fact about them:
Okay.
they actually have action figures.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was fun.
I agree. It's fun. It was a fact I already knew. I probably have some of them, dude.
Probably do.
Okay, here's how nerdy I am. I've already looked up the pieces to build some of the instruments.
I don't. You need a 3D printer.
No, I don't. I would print so much garbage that is unnecessary.
So, dude, did you watch the British sci-fi Fave 5 show I did
I did not
with Darren?
watch it, but I listened to it.
Okay, if you have chance, you need to watch it.
Okay.
Because it is set in his
Oh, his pub?
pub, in his house, and in the corner is his 3D printed Doctor Who Dalek.
Oh.
That he printed on his 4x4 printer.
That's a big printer.
It's probably 7 foot tall.
Jeez.
He's printing all kinds of awesome stuff. He's printing what do they call them? Robot men or Cybermen. He's printing Cyberman in full.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. It's just the whole place is awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so awesome. Like he when he went to meet Terry Farrell, he printed one of the DS9, the Defiance, and had her sign it. And right, like last time I was there, he was printing the Proteus ship from Fantastic Voyage with Raquel Welch. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he printed a little Raquel Welch.
Nice.
Yeah.
So after watching your episode, I realized, because I'm a big Red Dwarf fan,
Uh-huh.
I did not realize it was Terry Farrell who was the cat in the U.S. version.
Yeah.
And I messaged my wife, so like, hey, did you know we met a character from Red Dwarf? And she's like, what are you talking about? Mm-hmm. I was like, Terry Farrell. She's like, I don't think that counts.
So do you agree with me that she would not have been a good cat?
Why?
Well, because the whole thing...
Oh, yes, because she was female.
Yeah, because she was
Yes,
female and
totally.
hot, you know, so...
But so was the cat.
Moving on...
As far as anthropomorphic male
Yes,
cats go,
as a male cat, yes.
he was pretty hot.
But the other guys were also male.
But
and
kind of fugly.
Yeah.
Can I say that one?
Yeah, sure. It's a Norwegian word. It's fine.
Oh, you can edit this out.
Mm-hmm. So,
Did you know that the cat, Danny John Jules, was in Little Shop of Horrors?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my fun fact. Now you see how it feels, huh, Jeffrey?
All right.
So are we on to number 5?
We are on to number 5.
Okay. Cool.
You're number 5.
My number 5.
Not mine.
Right. Oh, this one.
Mine's going to be better, but anyway.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just come out with it. My number 5 is the Rock-afire Explosion. Nope.
Oh.
This is the animatronic band from Showbiz Pizza. You know what I'm talking about now. Uh-huh. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But they're not a band.
Excuse me?
They are bands.
What?
There are dozens of them. Hundreds of them. Or there were.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying to
Okay.
take it to you.
Thank you.
Do you have a fun fact?
Do you want me to tell the rest of my stuff?
I really want the fun fact first.
Okay. So there were 18 different characters who performed in the show. Now, keep in mind, because you were like, oh, there's like 7 or so main characters. There's also like, there's a bunch of littles.
And then over here, one would open. And
Right.
okay.
And that included Rolf D. Wolf,
Yeah.
who, as a child, I was scared of.
Really?
When we would go to Showbiz Pizza, I was like, we're sitting on the right side. Because I did not want to be near the wolf guy.
That's funny.
He just creeped me out.
Did he huff and he puff? And he
No, but he
your
was
house
kind
down?
of mean. I found out, like, looking back and watching videos later, he would poke fun at the other ones and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I did not like him, and he had a puppet.
Loved me some Showbiz Pizza.
Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. Loved going to Showbiz Pizza.
I'm sure the pizza was terrible.
God, it was terrible.
Just cardboard with red sauce.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
God, it was fun.
It was.
So, tell me more.
So they were in Showbiz Pizza. They were from 1980 to 1993. I did not realize that they were around for 13 years.
You know, the only reason I know that they were around is because I can remember going to a birthday party for my godchild. It must have probably been 93 because it was in Baton Rouge. Kristen was her name. Hi, Kristen. I don't know if she watches the show, but everybody does.
Everybody hungry.
Everybody hungry for sure. And I can remember going. And so that was after Gina and I got married. So yeah, that'd probably be 92, 93.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So started in Orlando, Florida. They just needed a show to entertain the kids and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, too bad they didn't think of, having one with a mouse or something.
They did have a mouse.
Oh.
The cheerleader.
Oh. I was thinking Mickey because it was Orlando.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking Chuck E. Cheese.
So, it's okay. I shot half of that one.
Chuck E. Entertainment Cheese. That's what they used to
I know. Charles Entertainment
Cheese.
Yes, sir.
So stupid.
Yep.
Love it. Yeah, like I don't have a whole lot more. They were just this animatronic band. People have gone and found them and remade them.
Yeah, it's called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Well, yeah, but like
Or Willy's Wonderland.
saw that one too.
I haven't seen that one yet, but it's on my list.
It's wild.
Of course, it's Nick Cage.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, like people have gone and found these and like rebuilt them and like put them to like modern music. And there was one guy I was watching on YouTube and like he had it in his basement. The
Really?
whole setup in his basement.
Wow.
And then went and recorded music and oh yeah.
Wow, I have so many questions, but it's a family show, so I'm not gonna bring them up.
Yeah. Let that one go. So, what is your number 5? That's supposed to be better than mine.
Number 5 on my list really strikes a chord with audiences everywhere. It's Randy Watson's Sexual Chocolate. Specifically in Coming to America, not Coming to America.
Gotcha.
And of course, this was Eddie Murphy. And my favorite song, and that's what, for the rest of these, I've chosen my favorite songs.
Oh.
Okay, that's my fun fact. It's my favorite song.
Cool.
And so it's going to be, of course, The Greatest Love of All. That song is so cringy. Except for the one guy who is in the audience, one of the 3 old black guys that go together. He loves that song. He just goes on and on. And just, I love when Randy finishes and like no one claps. And he's taking his little, and then he walks off the stage.
That was so good.
So good. I had to actually go back because I wasn't sure if that was the only song he sang, but that was definitely my favorite. Was The Greatest Love of All.
So did he do more than one?
He did more than one.
Okay.
Yeah, and he did one in Coming to America as well.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. That's what I kind of got the impression.
Yeah.
It's like, if you got nothing else better to do.
Right. So let's turn around and 4-time. I don't know. I didn't write stuff for you, just me. What's your number 4?
What do you mean 4 times?
You know, isn't that a musical?
Oh,
term,
yeah,
4
yeah.
time?
I guess so. I have no musical skill at all. I'll tell an embarrassing story. So, when I lived in Australia, and at school you had to sing the national anthem.
Okay.
Every day.
All right.
My friends at one point said, "Hey, can you stop singing it?" They're like, "You're kind of insulting the country," and I was like, "Oh."
Because you were singing it bad? Or?
Yes.
Oh.
I was like, I was really trying, guys. So after that, I would just kind of go.
I would have just started singing the American anthem. You know, what are they going to do? You know, if there was a problem, I could just have Hungary invade them.
I don't have that kind of influence, and 10-year-old Jeffrey sure didn't have that kind of influence.
Well, you just got to know the right people.
Right. Apparently, I hadn't met you yet. Yeah, it's a great story. It makes me look real good. Okay.
All right.
I want to preface.
Okay.
This next one. I was 9 when this came out.
Okay.
Okay. So
right before you went to Australia, or were you in Australia at the time?
I would have been in Venezuela at the time.
Okay.
So my number 4 is the Chipettes.
I'm not touching that one. You go right ahead and tell us why you like the Chipettes, like we don't know.
So the Chipettes were part of the Alvin and the Chipmunks universe. They were I think they were cousins. No, they couldn't have been cousins. They were other chipmunk girls.
Sure they were.
They were. Mm-hmm. And they also sang songs just like the Chipmunks. Mm-hmm. I remember the Chipmunk Adventure.
As a matter of fact, they sang them exactly like the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Not saying anything.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying.
No, go ahead and say it.
I never saw them in the same room together.
The Chipmunks and the Chipettes?
Yeah. I saw them digitally. But, they could fake the moon landing. They could fake putting the Chipmunks and the Chipettes together.
But I know who sang all the parts for the Chipettes and who did all the voices.
Right. It was the Chipmunks.
It wasn't.
Okay. Agree to disagree, sir.
No, we're not going to agree to disagree. We're going to agree that you're wrong. The Chipettes and the Chipmunks were different people.
Did you ever see the Chipmunks and the Chipettes in the same room together?
I have not seen me and Arnold Schwarzenegger in the same room, and I know we're not the same person.
I did. Not you and Arnold Schwarzenegger, but me and Arnold Schwarzenegger. So I know he exists.
Okay.
Perry!
Repost? Is that how you do it?
Okay. All right. Now, I'm sorry. That was just stupid.
That's okay.
I always want to... When the Chipettes first came out, I was like, Not that I'm judging.
Judging who?
Ally. But,
So all 3 were created and voiced by Janice Carmen.
Oh.
Yeah. So she did all 3 voices. That was my fun fact. She did all the voices and created them.
Oh, so it's better when you tell me it's your fun fact.
Oh, well, how about this? I'll switch it up.
Okay.
My fun fact is, I'm not saying this is where my mild furry kink came from, but I'm not saying that.
Thanks so much for joining the show this week. Really?
No.
Oh, because I could see that. I'm going to have to edit this episode so bad.
Why? I have said nothing.
We got to trade kinks one day. Just, and then just throw them out there.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want to
candy corn.
What?
Candy corn.
Oh, candy corn. Got it. No.
No. Sorry.
I think I'm on our wires.
All right.
But yeah, I enjoyed the Chipmunks. I enjoyed the Chipettes. It was fun.
Sure you did.
I did.
Uh-huh.
I was 9.
Woo! All right. So my number 4 is sure to hit the right note with everyone. Because it is the Robbie Hart Band.
Oh.
From The Wedding Singer.
Love that movie.
Love that movie. Now, my favorite song from that movie is actually only Robbie Hart. And it's Grow Old With You. Oh. That he sings on the airplane to Drew Barrymore at the end. Well, I guess that you could say it's him and Billy Idol. Because nobody talks to Billy that way. But that song, and you won't be surprised because he sings. He actually wrote and he did sing all of his own songs in that movie.
I mean, he has a couple albums.
Yeah, he does. But back then it was, But it's just such a fun movie. There's so many quotable lines. Take that shirt off before you break up the band. Just Julia Gulia. So many things.
It might be my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
Oh, I definitely think it's my favorite. Yeah, definitely. I do like 50 First Dates. But that third one, Blended or whatever, where the other Drew Barrymore, it just missed the mark.
It did.
Yeah. But The Wedding Singer, we have it on DVD. We watch it. We stream it if it's out. Just love it. So yeah. Anyway, love it. The Robbie Hart Band.
I'm a fan.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right.
Stuff.
Number 3, co-host.
Number 3.
I was just reading it. That's all. I was just reading it.
Too late. It's official now.
God.
You're in so much trouble with so many people. All right. The Misfits.
The
Misfits.
Danzig Misfits?
No.
Oh.
From Gem and the Holograms.
Oh, okay.
The bad guys.
Yeah,
bad
guys. I guess. Yeah, bad
girls?
Girls.
Yeah.
So you and Super Gus?
Who's Super Gus?
Who is Super Gus? I thought you were a fan of the show.
Of your show?
Super Gus was on episode number 1.
How has he been back lately?
Oh God, yes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Who's Super Gus?
Super Gus and I are doing all of the Picard episodes over on Complete Disarray.
Oh.
Super Gus.
Sorry, Super Gus.
He loves Gem and the Holograms.
Oh.
So y'all should get together.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Gem and the Holograms. For this show, I rewatched a couple episodes. Wow, they're terrible. And they are off the wall.
Yeah.
I watched the season premiere, the first episode, twice recently.
Okay.
Just because I had to try and make sense of what was going on.
Right.
Her dad dies, and then she inherits an orphanage, and then also she inherits the music company, and then a computer projects images out of earrings to make them look like a band. Mm-hmm. It is...
Those earrings aren't real either. I looked everywhere for one of those.
You could just 3D print one, couldn't you? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Have to be a big earring.
It'd be a brooch.
Yeah.
So the Misfits were the bad girls in this.
Yeah, they were.
They were actually, I didn't realize this. So when Gem and the Holograms was on, they would do a song and it would pop up like MTV. It'd have Gem and the Holograms. It'd have the name of the song and this kind of stuff. The Misfits were actually the first band to have a song on Gem and the Holograms.
Wow. Is that a fun fact?
It is, but it's not my fun fact.
Okay.
I don't remember what my fun fact is, but I'll look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were crazy. Like
Really?
the Misfit, the first episode...
Were they like the crazy, Captain Planet villain crazy?
I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any Captain Planet villains besides climate change.
Okay.
Right.
That's okay. Toxic
Do you
Avenger
want-
Crusaders villain
Were
crazy?
Yeah. No, but so they show up on motorcycles shaped like guitars.
Yeah.
Don't you me.
Yeah.
They steal they steal Gem and the Holograms' equipment.
Do they steal the orphans?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
You said they're bad.
I didn't get that far. I'm sure they tried to. As they take away,
Roadies. Yeah.
as they take away their stolen equipment, they are literally throwing it out of the back of a van at a moving vehicle. Like, they're crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, they're kind of fun.
Yeah.
So that's my number 3. Oh wait, my
Chipettes, the Misfits. Start to see a pattern.
You
develop
see
here.
that. The Misfits had 35 songs.
Wow.
Not including the collaborations that they did with Gem and the Holograms. Because sometimes you gotta have a team up.
Oh, because the bad guys?
Yeah. So the Misfits and the Holograms got together at one point. There was also like a second bad girl group that showed up.
Yeah, there was.
And so they had a couple collaborations with them, and then there was like one collaboration.
It's like a battle of the bands.
Yeah. Oh, there was
Yeah.
tons of Battle of the Bands. There was a Battle of the Bands on the first episode. You have to.
There you go. You have to.
Right. I will let you know that my last two will definitely destroy your theory about my bands.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of.
All right. So, I have something that is truly noteworthy for my number 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And you'll like this one too. And you know who else is going to like this one?
Who's that?
Michael McManus.
Oh.
Because it is
yes. Go ahead.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem.
They were on my short list.
Yeah. So, specifically, because I tried to be specific with these guys.
Okay.
Specifically from the Muppet movie, okay, from Muppets in Space, and from the Muppet Show.
Okay.
Okay? But my absolute favorite song from them came from the Muppet movie.
Okay.
And it was Can You Picture That?
Okay.
Can you picture that? Dun, dun.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
See, I knew you get it. And just so you know, it's Dr. Teeth, Animal, Floyd Pepper, Janice, Zoot, and Lips
Okay.
that performed in the band. I loved them, first of all, because they were just cool. You know, I mean, all the Muppets, I won't say they were, you know, because like Gonzo was out there and all this. Mm-hmm. But these guys were just like, they were hippies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you,
You
sir?
are. Every time, you know. They were so like cool and free. And then of all of them, Animal had to have been my favorite.
Yes.
You know, he was just unbridled. He liked the ladies. Have you ever seen him in, I think it was Linda Carter?
Okay.
Yeah.
I must
anyway.
not have.
Yeah. But one of my all-time favorite appearances of Animal is when Animal had a drum duel with Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is almost as good as the Foo Fighters drummer. Mm-hmm. Okay, because you know Dave Grohl is a drummer, but he was a Nirvana drummer.
Right.
So when the Foo Fighters drummer has a drum off with Will Ferrell.
Oh yeah.
Because they look exactly
They're the same
alike.
guy.
Yeah, same
Right.
guy. So anyway.
Right.
All right. So that's my number 3.
You said your favorite song.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, the picture one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You want to know a fun fact?
I do.
I first, and I've told this story before on the show, I first saw this movie when my grandmother, Mun, took me to the MacArthur Village Cinema.
Okay.
I want to say it was like a $1 show back then. And when we got in, you know, she had her big grandma purse, and we got in, and I was like, "Hey, can I have some popcorn?"
Oh no.
And she's like, "No, you can't have popcorn. We're here to see a movie." I was like, "Okay." Oh, if I can't, can I get candy? No, we're here to see the movie. Oh, can I get a soda? No, you can't have a soda. Okay. Mm-hmm. We sit down. The movie starts. It gets dark. The movie starts. And she reaches over, she opens up the bag, and inside of it, she has lined the grandma purse with aluminum foil, popped popcorn in it, and has an A&W root beer wrapped in aluminum foil to kind of keep it cold. And hands it to me. Awesome. And I sit there watching the movie, eating it. I will never
Grandma
forget
took
that.
care of
Grandma
little Jamie, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good story.
Yeah, I love it. I have another one about her, too, later. I can tell you. So we just break it up into another show. You know?
Sure. My mom's favorite Muppet is Janice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I besides Mom, I've never known, people like her, but
Yeah.
never known anybody that's like, that's my favorite. It's
That's
like,
awesome. Who's your favorite Muppet?
We'd have to do a whole nother show for me to.
I've done a whole nother show on
I
this.
know you did.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I like it would be like probably Fozzie.
Oh, Fuzzy Bear.
He doesn't love dad jokes.
And it does change, too, because, like, Pepe, the king prawn, like, right now, he's my absolute favorite.
All right.
He's got his own Instagram feed. He's a ladies' man. You know, I mean, he's a king, after all, you know? So.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, well, this is normally the part of the show where we take a break and we talk about what's going on in your life. We know that nothing is going on. You're just a boring guy.
I do nothing.
You do nothing.
I just sit in your driveway waiting to do more shows.
Waiting to do more shows, which, by the way, I think you have an oil leak, so you probably want to check that. So, no, right now as we're recording this, it's kind of the end of May, so we're getting into summer. School's officially done.
Right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome.
Last week was the last week with kids. I'll be at school for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Kind of wrapping things up and prepping for next year. But realistically, I'll be at my school all year. You know.
Yeah.
But like things that I want to do and things that I didn't have time to do during the school year.
Right.
To prepare for the next year and make it even more successful.
You got to set up the Showbiz Pizza.
That's it.
Animatronics. Yeah, I get you. I get you.
Definitely.
You and the missus have a plan for vacation?
No, the missus actually is on a girls' weekend right now.
That's what they call it?
She is wrapping up.
Getting away from you as fast as she can?
I get it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah.
No, so when she comes back, she'll start her penultimate class for her master's degree.
I know. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, me too. She's doing great.
She is.
So
God, she's going to leave you as soon as she's done with that.
As soon as she's done.
As soon as she's done with
Yeah, that's why I like Misery so much. So she's going to... we're not doing much over the summer because she'll be doing classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
so
fine.
will you have to call her master after?
No, because I have my master's too.
Oh.
And she didn't call...
Oh, she calls you some other stuff. Again, it's a family show.
You're going to have to edit so much.
So much.
It'll be like a 4-minute episode.
But it'll be full of fun facts.
It will.
It will
That's all it'll be.
Okay, well, anything going on that you want to share with the 23, 24 people?
And Hungry.
And all of Hungry.
All of Hungry. No, I'm getting back into doing more stuff with my YouTube channel and building more stuff.
Which is called Red Dog Terrain.
It is. I'm hoping that over the summer, I'll have a little bit more time. And I'm trying to get stuff done now that'll actually come out like in 2 months so that when school starts up and I'm overwhelmed, I'll still be able to put out some stuff.
Awesome.
So, yeah, that's kind of it.
Okay.
I'm in a good place, so
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So, what do you got going on this summer?
Well, in about a month, I'll be going to Heroes Con.
Nice.
Which me and my friend Kirk, shout out to Kirk, love. We go. I was a little disappointed because I had tried to do a panel there because I'm loving doing panels now.
Yeah.
But it's their like 35th anniversary, and even though I emailed them like 6 months before the show, I couldn't get in.
Sold out.
So that was okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do more of my 5 questions from a fan. I don't know if you've seen any of those.
I've seen a couple of those.
And I'm going to do several of those. I'm going to talk to J.K. Woodard, who is one of the artists who does all of the painted works for the Star Trek series. So instead of normal pen and ink, he actually paintbrushes all of them.
Okay.
And so he's going to be definitely on one of mine. I'll be sitting with Tobias Kodachrome, Dr. Chopper, who makes the incredible artwork with the comic books and all of that stuff.
I don't know that guy.
Yeah, no, you've never met him.
Oh.
He's a ROM pal. There'll be other ROM pals there.
Is that what you guys call each other?
You didn't know what a ROM pal is?
No.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. We have a Twitter page. I made stickers. I actually have a membership packet that I give out to people. We were like hardcore into ROM. Now that it's out, you can buy all the stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little... the cool kids are doing it now.
Are you going to start a rom-con?
No, but I was in a rom-com.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. Look, I even have my little crocheted ROM with his little crochet neutralizer. That's how bad it was. Wow. How little was out there at one point. I was having, and I love this. Actually, I got this from a lady off Etsy.
It is very.
I mean, look at it.
It is great crochet.
It really is. You know, and you could just stop there so that we can still stay friends.
Yeah.
Something I wanted to show you though before we move on.
Okay.
And I showed this, I think, to Michael, and as a fan of Star Wars,
I've seen it.
You've seen this? Mm-hmm. I've showed it to you.
No, the movie.
Oh, okay. So this is like one of my jewels of my collection. It's the Bespin Luke Skywalker, where his hand's cut off, and I got it signed back in 1999.
Okay, why is this not in something?
Because I'm actually going to put it up on one of these things. That's why it sits out on top.
But why is it not in something now?
I don't know. It just because I wanted to show it to you. That's why. And I wanted you to be able to touch and feel it.
I don't want to touch it. Because I don't want to mess it up.
So the story goes, this is the one you can hold up and see him. So the story goes is that back in like the 90s and probably early in the 2000s, Mark Hamill had a P.O. box.
Oh yeah, you could send him stuff?
You could send him stuff. And so I sent 2 of these figures, one for me and one for my friend Chuck. And
I met Chuck.
Yeah. And sure enough, I got them signed back. I got a lot of people to do that. A lot of things that the Clive Barker over there that was autographed through the mail. I got a Terminator figure signed by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's neat.
When he was governor. All those books up front, you know. I don't do it anymore, but I have really a lot of cards autographed, stuff like that. So anyway.
Neato.
Okay, well, enough fiddle farting around.
Sure.
Not that I play the fiddle, but I do fart.
Yeah.
Let us move on. You ready?
Left to right?
Left to right. You ready?
Okay.
Penultimate. Now let's go.
Nobody says penultimate.
Now you come in this way and I'm going to go this. Ready? Penultimate. And then back out. Penultimate. My arms are longer than yours.
Yeah.
So, what is your number 2?
My penultimate choice is the Max Rebo Band.
Okay. Max Rebo and Size Noodles.
Right.
Okay.
From Return of the Jedi. I understand your comment from earlier when they did the special edition and they added what's-his-face in there and they redid Size Noodles and the mouth is coming out and all that. I actually kind of like the song that they did.
It's one of those earwig songs.
Yes. The animation was a little over the top and silly, almost to the point of stupid. But we will not discuss that, because blood will be drawn. I love the Ewoks, don't you dare.
Some like it Hoth.
Ewoks weren't on Hoth?
No, that's the Lost episode, where her...
I know.
Okay.
I've seen the show.
I wondered.
Numerous
Wondered
times.
why you didn't get it.
So yeah, the Max Rebo Band. Max Rebo is such a neat character. This big blue elephant-y looking guy with a piano, and then Droopy McCool.
With a what?
A piano? It's not. It's like an organ. More
an organ. What?
What?
His organ? What?
He plays like this.
He plays his organ.
Yeah, he plays. It's like an organ.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
Well, you said his
piano.
Oh, I thought you said he was a pianist.
No, he's not a pianist.
Okay. Because you said it was organ.
Yeah, no. Edit.
Co-host!
And there's Droopy McCool, who kind of looks like the Michelin Man playing a flute. And you only get like half of the first song when they show up. And it's like 30 seconds. Love that little song. Apparently, the original track for that was destroyed, and they don't have like good audio. They have like the audio that was recorded, but like the original track,
like the master tracks,
right?
And stuff.
It's been destroyed or lost or something. Yeah.
That's probably somebody who had musical taste.
Could be.
What?
Maybe somebody who did not like this one. What?
Do you have a fun fact?
I do.
Yay!
Okay. So before I get to my fun fact, wait. There are 12 members of the Max Rebo Band.
12 actual alien people?
Yes. Now, in Jabba's palace, you only see like a couple of them, but there are more. So there's Max Rebo, Cy Snoodles, Droopy McCool, Ak Rev, Oompa Stay, Joe Yauzwa, Dodo Bodo Awidi, Griata Jindowanian, Lin May, Rapper Tooney, Rystall Sant, and Barquin Dions. I'm sure I said all of those correctly.
You said them all correctly.
I had to go look them up. Like, because I found, I was like, hey, there's 12 members. Like, great, who are they? And it's like, here's 4.
Where did they all perform together?
So some of them are from the special edition that got added. Some are like in the background. It's just one little dude. But yes, apparently there were 12
all
members.
12 of them are in there at one point. Not necessarily performing together.
I think so.
Okay.
So, my fun fact. Where'd it go? Oh. Barquin Das is the brother of Friggin' Dan. Who is the lead singer of the Modal Notes.
Is he?
Yep.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay. Small universe.
It's just a musical family, I guess.
It's a small universe after all. It's a small
But yeah, Max Rebo, I love the big blue elephant man.
Big blue elephant man. Okay.
What is your penultimate?
My penultimate is the group.
Wait, you didn't have a little pun to start it off with.
Well, you didn't really like my pun, so
no,
stop.
I was looking forward to this one.
No,
you said there was a band of notes and some other jokes.
Yeah.
What do you have it? And you still want to tell it?
I just
or
scratched
do you
it
not
out.
have it?
I don't have it. I didn't.
You did.
I looked them up, but something happened and they're not here. But my penultimate is Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yes.
Okay? Specifically as led by John Cameron Mitchell.
Okay.
Now, I know that Neil Patrick Harris has done it, and I know that other people have done it. I was introduced to it by the movie, and so that's the one,
It's the only one I've seen.
Yeah. There's plenty of songs in there, and I have 2 that I really like. Head in a Box.
Okay.
Wig in a Box, excuse me. It is a lot of fun. But my absolute favorite has got to be The Origin of Love.
Okay.
And that's the song that they sing in like Joe's Crab Shack.
Okay.
And there's beautiful animation, and I should have looked because I've looked it up before. But it goes along with the story, and of course you're familiar with it. It's the story of 2 people. And by 2 people, I don't mean 2 individual people, but that everyone was a 2-person, and they were back to back, and so Zeus and Apollo, Thor, all these guys. Anyway, they all got together, and they said that humans were getting too big for their britches.
Kind of.
So they took his lightning bolts and they cut them in half, and then they sewed them up the middle. And that's why supposedly we have the belly buttons. And it's why people are always saying they're looking for their soulmate. Because we were together and then we got split apart. Yeah, it's really so sweet. But it's a fun movie. It's definitely not a movie for kids.
No.
Just the Angry Inch, explaining the Angry Inch alone is too much. But I love the film. I've watched it, I don't know, a few times. But those 2 songs are constantly on my Spotify favorites list.
Fair enough.
So, yeah.
I think I've only seen it twice now, and they were like years ago. So it's like, you gotta watch it. It's like, okay. It's like, it's a fun movie.
It is a fun movie. You know, just the scene where they're, like I said, they're in the crab shack basically, and all these old guys, and they're singing. It's just nuts. You know, tear down the wall. I'm the new Berlin Wall. So, okay, we are now at the point of the show where you share with us your social security number, your mom's maiden name, and your absolute favorite made-up fictional band.
The Lone Rangers.
From Airheads?
Airheads.
Yes! Good choice. That is a good choice.
It is a hard movie to find now.
Yeah?
Streaming,
you mean?
Streaming?
Or just in general?
I went to the library. I could have just bought it, but like a physical copy, but like had great difficulty finding streaming or, yes. I was able to find quite a few clips of it, enough to remember all the stuff. What a freaking great and so funny movie.
Steve Buscemi.
Brendan Fraser.
Liv Tyler. No, not Liv Tyler.
Wait, I was doing the band first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Buscemi, Fraser, and Adam Sandler.
Right.
Oh, another Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Look at that. Okay.
You ever seen Jack and Jill?
Yeah, I think I hated it.
Yeah.
It was bad, right?
It's bad.
Okay, cool. I was making sure.
But it was better than, Click was better than that movie. So
I didn't mind Click.
I'm just saying it's better. This movie's better than Jack and Jill.
I also didn't like Grown Ups.
I didn't either because they're just too.
I think they had too many people.
Too much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And it wasn't really funny.
Yeah, I agree. So, The Lone Rangers.
The Lone Rangers. You also, in that movie, you have Judd Nelson. Mm-hmm. Michael Richards, the Seinfeld, Kramer.
And? She's on the poster.
Oh, what's her name? Christina Applegate? No. Who's...
Liv Tyler.
Oh, Liv Tyler. Yeah. That was Liv Tyler?
I have no idea.
But like throughout the movie, you're just like, that's another person. Oh, that's that guy. That's this guy. And then there are other people like you're just like, I've seen that guy before. I don't know who he is, but I've seen him. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of people in this movie. And then once you start looking, there's a whole bunch of cameos.
Yeah, by real musicians,
by
right?
real musicians. Lemmy's in it. There's a bunch of people in this movie. Okay. We're going to get sidetracked. Can you believe that?
Sidetracked?
You and I? Come on. Okay, so love Empire Records. Okay. Had it on VHS, watched it all the time.
Right.
When the DVD came out, they recut the movie.
Of course they did.
In different orders.
Of course they did.
And that movie, because of the way it's set up, it could be recut and still keep the storyline.
Okay.
Right? Because there's...
Yeah.
Okay. But I hated it because I knew the movie so darn well.
Uh-huh. Hey, that's me and Overboard. Exactly what you're talking
Overboard?
about. No, but I grew up watching it on TV, so they didn't curse.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I had the DVD, I watched it once, and I was like, I don't want to watch this. It's not my Empire Records open till midnight. This is Mark. Sorry, it's stuck in my head. But yeah, Liv Tyler and Empire Records.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's go back to Airheads and the
Lone Rangers.
Man, that movie's funny.
Yes.
It's... Yeah.
I enjoy Brendan Fraser.
I have no problems with him.
The one where he goes under the, his parents, or Christopher Walken.
Blast from the Past?
Blast from the Past. I love Blast from the Past. It's so much fun.
Encino Man?
Uh-huh.
How many times I've watched Encino Man?
And Pauly Shore's great in that. And Son-in-Law. I love Son-in-Law.
We can go watch that now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know people...
Carla Gugini?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I know people have a problem with Pauly Shore, and I understand why.
Yeah.
But I like Pauly Shore.
If you can have a carrot head, you can have a Pauly Shore.
And I have no problem with Carrot Head either. Right? Man. What did that dude do? Probably roids. You're right. Sorry. He's a big fan of the show.
tons of plastic surgery.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, look at him one day. And again, hey, that's no scalpel shaming here. You do it. Some of us are just born with this.
Maybe
Cursed
it's
with
Maybelline.
this. Maybe it's
that it?
Memorex. Who knows?
What's Memorex?
There used to be, is it Live or is it Memorex? Memorex made cassette tapes.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
before your time. Maybe.
No, now that you said what it was, I was like, oh yeah, Memorex.
Yeah.
Huh. Hadn't thought of it in 40 years.
There you go.
Right.
You know what else you haven't thought of in 40 years?
What's that?
You remember when they used to get the Band-Aids and you would take it and you would grab the little red string and pull it across the top to open it?
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
How long has it been since you thought about that? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
Because, I mean, that's just the way to open it back then. I mean, they didn't have the advanced, like, plastics and stuff. That's just wax paper.
Yeah.
You know?
The same on the cigarette. Mm-hmm. Little strip on there. Yeah.
Anyway.
All right.
All right. Well, did you have a fun fact?
I do. I'm sure I do in here somewhere. I gotta go through all
edit this so much. We should just re-record it, honestly, and just do it straight. It would only take us about 7 minutes.
I don't like that idea. I don't. I do have to go to bed at some point. Now I've lost my
friggin' mind. Yeah, I would.
Hold on, wait. I gotta go find my fun fact.
And while he's doing that, I do want to give a special shout out to my friend, my good friend, honestly, Kirk Sochet. Huge friend of mine and a friend of the show. He is gifting me two ROM figures from the new Marvel Legends series.
Okay.
And we're going to be doing a ROM episode, and we're going to be giving them away.
Nice.
So I wanted to tell him, thank you, dude. I appreciate the support. Love you, man.
That's really cool.
It really is. He's a very cool guy. You know, I mean, of course, he knew me growing up, so he had to be cool.
Right.
You know, so
to balance it out.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you found your fun fact?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
It better be fun after all this.
I tried to find something. So in France, the movie is called Radio Rebels.
Okay.
In Japan, it's called Hard Rock Hijack.
Okay.
And in Chinese, it is loosely translated to Rock and Roll Army.
Rock and Roll. It's like the Kiss Army.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't the best fun fact, but I really did try.
I was going to say, you tried.
I tried.
You tried.
And
that's what's important.
I'll come back tomorrow with something better.
No, that's okay. Don't.
Okay. When we re-record this the second time, maybe by then I'll have something good.
That would be nice. I'm just saying. Okay. So, we're at the part of the show that everybody waits for. Everybody. My absolute favorite. They may have even fast forward just to get to this point.
Yeah.
It should be Fave from Jamie. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it is. If you've ever listened to my Christmas episodes, I've talked about these guys both as a TV special, and I've talked about them as Muppets, and I am talking about the Frogtown Hollow Jubilee Jug Band.
Okay. Yep.
And River Bottom Nightmare Band. Both of those are awesome. They are from Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. My favorite song is There Ain't No Hole in the Wash Tub. And Emmett was actually sung by Jerry Nelson.
I don't know who Jerry Nelson is.
He was the puppeteer and the singer. If you've never heard of this group before,
Jamie's going to perform it
right now. The whole movie. It's a fun spin-off of the Muppets. Kermit is actually in it.
Okay.
He comes by to the town. But it's a real gift of the Magi twist where Emmett wants to buy something for his mom, and his mom wants to get something from Emmett, and they both end up not getting what the other one needed. But in the end, because they're family and because they have friends and because they're really great singers, it all works out. But favorite performer in those two bands
Sure.
has got to be, I think it's Clyde the Snake, who plays the guitar in the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
I don't remember Clyde.
Sloshes everywhere. So that when he plays it with his
tail?
Yeah.
That's
Really great. Really great. But yeah, I love those. That is one of those movies that I watch every
Christmas?
Every Christmas. I
Nice.
watch it. Sometimes, most of the time it's by myself because it's, but love it.
Nice.
So that
Good stuff.
is our favorite fictional bands.
No crossovers.
No crossovers. Not a one. You're not going to see the Target lady.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. See, if you watch the show, you get to see her. She goes, it's a match. But if you just listen, you just hear her, which is fine.
Usually what I'll do is I'll listen to it first, because, I'll be driving or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, at some point within the week or so, I'll watch it,
Yeah. So it's the only reason really, I mean, people don't have to watch this to see us.
No, that's what.
But his place is so cool.
Whose
For
place?
the British sci-fi show,
Oh, yeah,
Darren's
yeah.
show.
Right.
Yeah, and just to kind of to see it. We have a Complete Disarray episode coming
I heard.
out too. Haven't edited that one yet, but in that one you see so much more of his stuff.
Nice.
All his 3D printed, he prints statues, all of this stuff. So
Very cool.
anyway, all right. Well, listen, I really seriously thank you for taking the time to do
enjoy
this.
doing this.
Me too.
And as co-host, I think I should be doing it.
Damn it. And I also want to thank all of you out there. You're the co-host. You ready for this?
I'm just the co-host.
Okay. All right. We want to thank all of you out there for choosing to be with us for the Fave 5 from Fans. We're thrilled, and we hope you had a fantastic time.
Fantastic.
If you enjoyed the podcast, we ask that you try to share it. You subscribe, you like, you retweet, you share. Maybe give us a 5-star review somewhere, because those actually help a lot with my metrics.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a new word. New word I'm learning. In all seriousness, if you just have a time to just like it, it helps other people to find it. Your support actually literally does mean the world to us, and it's what helps the Plastic Microphone Studios grow. And even if our show didn't quite hit the mark for you, and it's going to happen. I understand that this show, every episode, is not going to be for everybody.
Right.
Just tell someone you liked it. Just
lie.
Yeah. I mean, really, in the whole cosmic scale of the events, it's going to be a gnat's
You've
fart.
done worse things in your
Yes.
life.
So just lie. Connect with us on all. I mean, we're on so many social platforms.
Right.
It's nuts. If it's a social, except for, I think it's called Mammoth. I don't think we're on Mammoth yet.
Is that
It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing. We are on Blue Sky.
Gotcha.
The antithesis of X Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Not the X Twitter, but X/Twitter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see that?
Twitter. I have a joke about that. I'll tell you later.
Okay. So don't forget that new episodes come out every Friday.
Unless they don't.
And subscribe so you don't miss any of them. And don't forget, folks, it may not be the best. It may not be the most popular. But
if it's your favorite, it's good enough for us?
It's good enough for us.
Got it. That's
Thank
why
you
I
so
got
much.
the shirt.
That's why he got the shirt. Of course, he made it for himself. Thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
We're so stupid.
Oh, you stupid.